The Halloween event in Pokemon Go is going to be amazing. We have already seen part 1, which we are going to cover at the end of this video because probably most of you have already seen it, but part 2 is coming out right now, which is fantastic. We have multiple parts, we have party play going on, new shadow Pokemon, so let's get into all the details. Welcome to the Trader Club, here we go! Part 2 of the Halloween event is going down on Thursday, the 26th at 10 a.m. and that's going to go all the way until the 31st at 8 p.m. So guys, please stay after it. Halloween season is fantastic and hopefully you guys have been listening to me and you have a Mega Sableye at Mega Level 3 to optimize all of the XL candy for Dark and Ghost types during the Halloween season because I have been talking about it for quite a long time. So there are going to be 2 brand new Pokemon debuts that are going to be shiny costume forms, the Trick or Treat version of the Pikachu as well as the Gengar. Very, very cool, and I highly suggest you guys hunt after this Pikachu and the Gengar. Just remember, the Marionette Gengar with all of the garb does Mega Evolve, so this one more than likely will be able to Mega Evolve, but that one has not been back. It's one of the most sought out shiny versions of Gengar, so getting this shiny version of Gengar is going to be in your best interest in holding some of these for the future. It will definitely pay off because it's going to be a valuable lucky trade for the new shiny hunters that have not been able to get this shiny. And the wild spawns are going to include the Pikachu. We're going to have the Vulpix with the garb. I believe that's the same one as last year. We're going to have the shiny Murkrow. We'll have the Misdreavus, the Sableye. Remember, Sableye is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, great Pokemon to catch. We are also going to have the Piplup with the Halloween costume that was out last year. There's going to be Drifloon, Yamask, and then Zorua with the shiny form being released in Pokemon Go. Let's freaking go. So have your buddy out, guys. Remember, have your buddy out at all times. And if you see your buddy, I'd prefer that you guys use a shiny as a buddy because it's easier to spot on the map. As soon as that shiny buddy Pokemon pops up as a spawn on the map, click that Pokemon because then you're going to encounter Zorua, which can be shiny. And it will spawn just as Ditto where you see the O and then it pops up. And if it's shiny, boom, it's going to be right there for you. And then we're going to have Fennekin with the shiny form. We do have the Phantump, which is making its first time shiny debut, fantastic looking shiny, and Trevenant is a fantastic GBL Pokemon. We are also going to have the Pumpkaboo with the Halloween costume, the Noibat with the shiny out there, and then Gengar if you are lucky, so it's going to be a rarer spawn in the wild, but definitely a spawn you want to get. There is going to be timed research, and the bonuses are going to be additional candy for nice, great, and excellent throws, and the same goes for additional XL candy for nice, great, and excellent throws. Costume Pokemon have the ability to give additional candy when catching these Pokemon, and the first time ever we've seen this bonus on the 31st. So remember, block off this day. I know maybe you guys are going out trick-or-treating, but save your health. Don't go after the candy. Play Pokemon Go, because when catching costume Pokemon, they have a chance of giving you rare candy and rare XL candy when catching those costume Pokemon only on the 31st. So this is going to be a very valuable day. The raids 1-star will include Ghastly, Misdreavus, as well as the Phantump. 3-star raids, which will probably be pretty popular with the Gengar. 5-star raids, which will be Darkrai, and the Mega Raids will be Bayonet. Unfortunately, it's Bayonet because if it was Gengar Mega Raids, you would be able to catch it with the costume, and then you would be able to multi-purpose that and get Mega Energy, and I really prefer that to be the situation for you guys, but unfortunately, it's not going to be it here. And the field research tasks will include Miss Magius, which is a 2nd-tier evolution Pokemon, will give you a guaranteed XL candy with that catch, but it's a boosted Stardust catch because of it being a 2nd evolution, so I highly suggest you guys give that a berry, run away from it, stack it in your field research tasks, and then save that for a calm day with 3 times catch Stardust. We have the Galarian Yamask, we have the Phantump in there as well, and rarer we will have the Greavard. And then there's going to be timed research, which will yield you Stardust and Greavard encounter, and another timed research will yield you a Spiritomb encounter that can be shiny. Both of these timed research are going to go from the 19th all the way until the 31st. There's going to be new avatar items including a Yamask mask, a Kofa Grigris costume and head, a Phantump head, and a Greavard wig. And just a reminder, guys, if you guys do have Amazon Prime, you can go over to Prime Gaming and get yourself a free costume right now from Prime Gaming. So do log into your account and grab that, which is going to be the Greavard wig for a cost of $3 with your Amazon Prime membership. Be on the lookout for the Pokemon Go showcases because those are going to be valuable. They do give you premium items as rewards. And there's going to be some web store Halloween bundles. Okay, so 2 Halloween bundles available on 19th to the 31st. So for $5, it looks like they're trying to get you to pay through the web store as opposed to buy coins and go that way. Trainers will receive 10 premium raid passes for $5 2 star pieces, 2 lucky eggs. Honestly, pretty good deal. For $100 there, you would get 200 premium raid passes, which is actually probably a really good deal, guys. Also, there's gonna be for $9.99, 10 super incubators, 5 incubators, and 2 incenses. While I am not the biggest fan of going after incenses and stuff like that, and it's kind of weird to kind of go after this breakdown for paying as opposed to coins, but we should probably start analyzing that in a recent video. There's also gonna be event bundles, which will include 495 Pokecoins, which will include 3 remote raid passes, 1 star piece, and 1 lucky egg. That's actually a pretty decent deal. 725 coins, we're gonna get 10 premium raid passes, 2 star pieces, and 2 lucky eggs. So actually, if you do the math and you buy $100 worth of Pokecoins in the US, you're gonna get 15,500 coins. Then for 725, it comes out to 21 times the amount, which would mean you would get, if you could, 213 passes for $100. If you do spend the $5 in the shop, that would take $100 divided by 5, which would give you 20 times that by 10, you would get 200. So technically speaking, if you buy the coins in the web store, you get that extra 1,000, and then you use that 1,000 towards the raid passes. I would suggest, honestly, just spending $100 and getting all those raid passes, because you're getting all those premium items free as well, which are very valuable. I'm gonna be doing this. That's gonna give you a bunch of premium raid battle passes, which will last me quite a bit of time, and it's going to be worth it. And hey guys, maybe we're gonna go after that Gengar shiny from raids if we can't find it in the wild. But at the end of the day, you are gaining an extra $5, so doing it that way is more valuable than going it at a different way. And then there's gonna be a $5 research quest line, which is going to include 3 silver pineapple berries, 2 super incubators, 2 rare candies, and additional encounters with Misdreavus, Phantump, and more. These tasks are going to expire on the 31st, which is kind of weird that you pay for it and they do have an expiration date, but regardless of that, you have plenty of time to complete it, and it's very easy to complete. Would I suggest doing this? I don't really like these $5 researches, honestly, guys. I think that they're cool, but I think I would much rather have you guys spend $5 and get 10 premium battle passes and get the premium items, the star pieces, and the lucky eggs than to go after this research personally. And then there's going to be the Lavender Town music as always, and then explore with Decor. So the map is going to be decked out as Halloween, which I love the way it looks. So you think this video is done, but it is not, guys. We have Shadow Pokemon coming at the exact same time. And guess what? We have 2 brand new debuts coming into this event. This is going to be the Shadow Regigigas. Yes, it is finally coming into the game, which is fantastic. This Pokemon with Giga Impact is going to be extremely strong in the game. And not only that, we have Lugia making its way into Shadow Raids with a shiny form. Yes, Shiny Shadow Lugia will be in there. It is not going to include the Apex version, which is the strongest version of Lugia. If you do want to see that video, check it out up here where I analyze it all. But don't worry, guys, we do have the Party Play feature that is going to be available, and the Party Play is going to help us out with boosting the attack, because, guys, Lugia is already very strong in Pokemon Go. With the Shadow form, it's going to hit hard, and it's going to be pretty tanky, so it's going to be a challenge to take it down, so you are going to need parties. So this starts on the 26th again at 10 a.m. This is going to have a brand new special research that will go all the way until December 1st to be able to get Shadow Regigigas. I will do a video talking about the Shadow Regigigas and breaking it down very soon. And on Saturday the 28th and the 29th, we have Shadow Lugia making its way into Pokemon Go raids, which is very exciting. So it doesn't look like it's going beyond this weekend right now. It looks kind of similar to like the Shadow Mewtwo debut. So guys, get after it, have some fun. Hopefully they're gonna have boosted raids too. And there's gonna be brand new Pokemon, some Pokemon I've been wanting to be in the game. So we do have the Shadow Ghastly. We also have Shadow Rhyhorn. This Pokemon, I literally just talked about this in a video, that Shadow Rhyperior is going to be very, very strong. Can't wait to break down all these Pokemon for you guys. We have Shadow Barboach, which is going to be I think a pretty effective PvP Pokemon. We are also going to have the Shadow Cranidos, which Shadow Rampardos, while it's going to be very glassy, it's going to hit extremely hard. Shadow Shieldon and Shadow Drillbur. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Shadow Drillbur into Excadrill is going to be extremely strong as a ground type attacker. Not only that, this Shadow Shieldon could do extremely good in PvP, man. There's going to be some massive shakeups here with these Shadow Pokemon. I'm very excited. And finally, Shadow Litwick as well. Wow, there's some great Shadow Pokemon. And then also all the leaders will have a shakeup and have brand new, or maybe recycled, but at least probably 2 Shiny Shadow Pokemon, which we do not know which they are going to be yet. Those are going to be a surprise, which we will discover for you. We are also going to be having Shadow Raids. The 1-star raids, which will be Shadow Ghastly, Shadow Grimer, that does have the shiny, Shadow Misdreavus, and Shadow Litwick. And the 3-star raids, Shadow Nidorino and Nidorina, and Shadow Golbat. I suggest if you guys don't have any of these entered into the unique raid medals, I always go for at least one of these, check it off the list, and add it towards the raid medal in case we have level 60, where I do talk about it up in here. There's going to be 2 bonuses: increase rocket grunts at all the stops, so rocket activity will be increased, and you can TM away frustration on your Pokemon. So congrats, get your guys' movesets. The 12-kilometer eggs are literally going to be all the exact same, but remember that Shadow Pancham will be in there. But since you are battling, you might as well hatch, even if it's one at a time. Gain yourself a 12-kilometer egg, stack up all the eggs, and hatch them on a calm day, which is going to be on November 5th. Just a reminder, reminder, video up here, half incubator distance, so get 12 for that, at least. And there will be field research giving out mysterious components. Okay guys, so that's all the new information, but let's make sure we do not forget the information that I haven't covered yet. Halloween Part 1 going down on the 19th through the 26th, which will then take over Part 2 that we just covered. There's going to be the same bonuses of throwing, nice, great, and excellent throws for increased candy and XL candy. However, there's going to be 2 times hatch candy going on during this time. And for all trainers out there hatching Pokemon, there's going to be additional XL candy coming out of eggs for trainer levels 31 and up. So doing those 12-kilometer eggs, if you do need any of their XL candy, might be valuable for you. These showcases will include Shuppet, Bayonet, as well as Greavard. There will be the Lavender Town music, but the spawns are definitely different. We do have Ekans, we have Zubat, and we are gonna have Alolan Meowth. Remember, Alolan Meowth is a Stardust boosted Pokemon, very valuable to catch here. We have Ghastly, Haunter. We are also going to have ourselves a Spinarak. We have Mischievous, Poochyena, as well as Shuppet, Drifloon, Litwick, and the brand new shiny of Phantump, and then if you're lucky, rare spawn of Sandygast. And in the 7-kilometer eggs, we are gonna have Riolu, we're gonna have Munchlax, and we're gonna have the Galarian Yamask. I really don't like 7-kilometer eggs, but if you guys do and you want to do this, clear out your egg spots and start hatching here, because just remember, whenever you hatch any of these Pokemon, you're getting increased XL candy from hatching eggs and double hatch candy. The 1-star raids are gonna be Mischievous, we are gonna have Shuppet and Drifloon, and the 3-star raids are gonna be Gengar, but do not raid Gengar because now we know that in Halloween event part 2, we're gonna have the costume Gengar in raids, so save your raid passes, don't do it here. We will also have Sandygast and Greavard. As far as the 5-star raids, we're gonna have Darkrai, and for the Mega raids, we are gonna have Gengar. All the way until the 20th at 10 a.m. and then Mega Bayonet will take over, which is unfortunate like we talked about earlier. Field research tasks as of right now will feature Mischievous as well as Phantump with the shiny. I would assume that the Phantump field research will be a little bit rare, but remember that Pokemon is great for PvP, so you do want to catch it in the wild. There's gonna be timed research, which we have already covered in part 2, and the paid research that we have also already covered, and you have seen my opinion. There will be a brand new Ghost Pose and the shiny Phantump and Trevenant. This is gonna be when it debuts. It will continue on into the second part. Okay guys, there's also the same things that we have covered with the web store, the Prime Bundle, the stickers, and the costumes in the item shop. So big wins overall. Shiny Phantump, needed, have to have it, love it. Get yourself a PvP version of the Trevenant. I am very excited about getting myself one. I do not have one, and it is time for me to get one. Very excited about that. Part 2 is fantastic. I think part 1 is a little bit lukewarm, but part 2 really kicks it up with the Shadow Pokemon. We have the Shadow Lugia with the shiny and raids. Oh my goodness, I love Shadow Pokemon. I am very excited about that. Who knows what's gonna happen for my video in Pokemon Go very soon. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Appreciate you guys being here as always. To all of my likers, commenters, subscribers, Patreon members. Everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to the next level. I'm gonna see you guys out on the next video. Peace. I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.